On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, Black Clover, episode 153, The Chosen Ones. I gotta say, I absolutely love today's episode. Not only did we get our comedic dose of seke, but we finally know the ones chosen to go train in the Heart Kingdom. Not to mention, two of our favorite flamey boys step up in today's episode. I gotta say, give a round of applause for Leopold and Magna. Both of them seem to be going through a lot of inner turmoil, and today's episode, they unleashed it. I mean, we see a lot of parallel going on with these two struggle, and I'm so glad we got to see them speak from the heart in today's episode. But we start today's episode out with another captain meeting. This is going over the candidates to go train with the Heart Kingdom, i.e. the Spirit Guardians. This is my second most highly anticipated group. Ever since Gaja's introduction, as well as the Spirit Guardians, I've been wanting to meet these OP monsters of the Heart Kingdom. So when they announced that they're gonna be training some of our Clover wizards, I was just overly ecstatic. The only ones I am looking more forward to seeing unveiled are the villains of the Spade Kingdom arc. I want to see them in all their glory. I mean, we had one introduction so far, and that was episode 129, where we saw Luck literally scared stiff. His only time he never wanted to fight was when he saw this one dude completely eviscerate an entire army of the Diamond Kingdom, including their 7 shining generals. You just saw a massive pile of bodies and one Spade Nation dude standing there. They're building up the villains of the Spade Nation to enormous proportions. I mean, we're literally dealing with more devils, so I mean, who is not excited to see our new villain? But yes, like I said, this is the time where we are choosing the candidates to go train in the Heart Kingdom, and of course, we know some ones that are already gonna go. We know the Asta, Sekre, their magic is completely invaluable. Anti-magic was the key to winning against the Word Devil. Same thing with Sealing. Her magic is so fucking OP. Sekre is gonna be legit coming up. Also, Noelle and Finrol. We're gonna have a legit royalty member. Her mana's legit, even in comparison to other royals. So, I mean, she's gonna be an OG, super monster if she gets that under control. In Finril, I mean, everyone needs a ride. No, but seriously, spatial magic is legit. I mean, we saw how he utilized it in his battle against Langris. If he can only develop that shit further, I mean, who knows what he can do? I mean, Taxi Driver will be at the bottom of that list. So it looks like as of right now, the Black Bulls have been situated. These are 4 members that are going to be going to train with the Heart Kingdom. Are there any other captains that like to speak their mind? Of course, we have William. Now, at first, I thought he was going to send Yuno to get some training in. I don't know if there's going to be a wind equivalent of the Spirit Guardian. That would be pretty unique, seeing how he literally has Sylph, the wind spirit. So not to mention, I'd like to see 2 spirits that can actually communicate. I mean, Salamander's there, but I don't think it can talk. I'd love to see Sylph interact with Undine. That'd be fucking amazing. But no, he actually talked to Yuno, and Yuno decided to go, nah, I'm good, I pass. What? You're giving up on going to the Heart Kingdom? But I guess he says he has other ways of training. I mean, we'll see how that actually turns out. But one that actually was nominated is going to be Mimosa. Like they said, especially Dorothy points this out, Mimosa is making recovery magic, she's bringing it to the forefront. This is a war, and recovery mage is going to be playing a very vital part going forward. And we really did see her step up and saw her potential in the fight against the Word Devil. I really think if she can find an adequate training partner, she could possibly be a pivotal role in the upcoming war. Speaking of Vermilions, now it's time for the cousins' turn. As we turn our attention over to Fagolion, he is nominating Leopold. His hard work and determination are truly paying off. Right now, as the captains are speaking, he's actually undergoing more training under the Yule Tim volcano with Leona. And we saw from the anime original that he has the potential of becoming an OP monster himself, quite possibly even surpassing Fuegolion. Now, Leona is another question entirely. I mean, she's in a league of her own. Now, I have to say, the last 2 people that have volunteered to go train with the Spirit Guardians over in the Heart Kingdom, I did not see coming at all. I never would have thought that a captain class would step up like this, admitting maybe that they are weak or weaker than, they'd like to be, and they want to go train and become stronger. First is Charlotte. She has come to the realization when she was possessed by the elf that the red rose that had bloomed under that certain king condition was more powerful than her blue rose. Like, I experienced that type of power, and right now I just can't get that. So maybe if I go train with them, I can attain such power. Now, the next captain who wants to go train, his motives are not so altruistic as getting stronger to protect the kingdom. Maybe it's just to get a chick, I don't know. Rill is a fucking character, but to see him step up after once again falling to his visions of adult Charmy and going back through their conversation they had when they were in mid-battle, he takes what she says at face value and decides, you know what, I need power, I need to become stronger, I need to be a man for that nice lady. And I was like, oh, real. So yes, as far as right now, this is the list that are, approved to go to the Heart Kingdom. I chose those words very carefully. So with the meeting, seemingly done, Yami decides to dip. Hey, I got Finril waiting outside. I'm, probably gotta go take a shit or something. Nope, he is stopped by Kaiser. We have other shit to do. There's actually a, ceremony going on. We have some more stars to give out. Your attendance is completely requested. Why? Well, I guess, the king is there. So yeah, although I still hate this dude, he was comedic gold in today's episode. First and foremost, let's go through all of the stars really quick. First and foremost, Sol, she got, her medal got bumped up a couple classes, even though she acknowledges that it was Yami particularly that forced her to go take care of the Wizard King. I mean, she did play a pretty vital role. Yes, she's accepting her award, but it's under duress, obviously, as she is completely glaring at Yami, which Yami brings up to Charlotte, and Charlotte's like, oh shit, do I have a fucking rival now? And then she glares back at Sol, and then Sol's like, oh, she's looking at me. It's a giant comedic misunderstanding once again. Next up is Mimosa. Like we talked about, she did play a pretty, vital role in using her recovery magic during the devil fight. I mean, she stood up and she showed her prowess. I mean, you go, girl. Now we get to the interesting one. This is Leopold. And as they're going over his list of accomplishments, you see this kind of wavering in Leopold, and it literally comes out in the form of declining to take this award. He goes, you know what? I haven't earned this right. If it wasn't for brother showing up, you know what? I probably would have fucking died. I mean, a lot of people got hurt or died because of my inadequacies. I wasn't strong enough to protect the Clover Kingdom, to even protect myself. I don't deserve this. And of course, big brother Fuegoleon has to step like, no, dude, the people stood up because of your determination, your character, your potential. I mean, that's what those people saw in you. That's how, they took their lives in their own hands by doing that. The award you're getting is a symbol of that admiration, that respect, the potential they saw in you. That is what that award represents. So you see some internal conflict. I mean, Leopold recognizes his weakness, and he's trying, he's struggling, and he's working on it to improve, but he still has an inner conflict of whether he's really worthy of, such consideration. But eventually he agrees to accept the award. That's a responsibility. I'm gonna take, this symbol and get stronger. I want to protect the Clover Kingdom. And of course, last but not least is our main man, Yuno. Now, Yuno played a significant role in the elf invasion arc. Not only did he protect Hajj Village, which, of course the king's not gonna fucking care about, but in the end was, a key player in defeating the devil himself. So, of course, he's gonna earn a shitload of stars. 77, in fact. Real even questions say that maybe more than the fucking Aquadeers have altogether. This skyrockets his position from whatever the fuck he was all the way up to first class senior knight. This is vice captain level. Of course, this is just a title and not, a power scaling type shit, but at least with Yuno, it makes sense. The dude is legit and he has Sylph, so we know this guy is a fucking OP monster. But at this point, the king is not fucking having it. Hearing that this peasant has jumped to a first class senior magic knight, I mean, he's only been with the magic knights for one fucking fucking year. How dare they? There is one so much more deserved of an award, and you guys are skipping over him. What about this man right here as he points to Seke? And oh my god, this leads to a comedic sequence of, it's just fucking hilarity. First and foremost, we finally see the king's point of view of how Seke saved his life, you know, from falling out of the castle, right? And it's this weird kind of, he has the Asta sparkly eyes as Seke catches him while he's riding his whatever the fuck that weird looking thing is. Seke is all in sparkles and looking super fucking handsome. Yeah, it's so fucking awkward. Even Seke is like, dude, fuck this. Like, why are you promoting me this fucking high? And as he turns his attention towards the captain, they are literally glaring at him to death. Like, oh my god, the visuals they used for the captains were ridiculous. Like, this was like way to make this guy feel an inch fucking big, but like, my guy rolls with it. You know what? I'll take this award and my newfound title and rank, and I will protect the Clover Kingdom no matter what the enemy, and I will strive to blah 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 blah. And oh god, inside though, he's like, please stop glaring at me. Fucking loved it. Now, another part that I absolutely love is the fact that Marks brings up the interesting fact, like, hey, we would have more ceremonial awards if it wasn't for the kerfuffle over at the Magic Parliament. You know, the fact that the Asta is on the trial for being a devil, and same with the Sekre, and the Black Bulls jumped in, and everyone hates the Black Bulls, and yeah. The best I can do is give you an award, Yami, here you go. Like, at least he does acknowledge the fact that there is someone as if not more deserved of an award than, you know, some people, aka Asta. The man who without, you know, the Clover Kingdom would probably be fucking dead at this point. Like, I'm saying he played the key role. Like, let's put it that way. Without anti-magic, I mean, we might have scathed through, like, with the skin of our fucking teeth, but it would have been way too close to call. Like, legit, he played such a vital role at every step of the way. So yeah, I'm glad that Marks brought that up. Not to mention, I guess they're gonna bump everyone up that was involved a rank. Not 100% sure what that does, but everyone seems overly enjoyed with it. Rounding out that little ceremony is a message of inspiration from Julius saying, you know what, take your newfound ranks, your titles, and even those who did not gain anything and move on and grow and become the better knight I know you guys could be. Like, you guys are the Clover Kingdom, so I have faith in you. So with the day at the capital over with, Yami finally returns home to see once again training on the inside of the hideout, and our second flamey boy steps up, and I gotta say, this once again is very heartfelt. You know, Yami's going over the fact that Finral, Asta, and even Luck were chosen to go train with the Heart Kingdom, and once again Magna is feeling left behind. Luck keeps pushing forward, and it seems like Magna is standing still. So he begs and pleads, and at the very end even says, even if you don't give me permission, I'll go anyways. I need to go to the Heart Kingdom to train. But seeing the determination and the resolve in Magna, he's like, you know what, I'll talk to Julius, but remember, it's not where you train, it's how you train. Work yourself to death and surpass your limits. Are you able to do that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it looks like Magna is actually the final member of the Heart Kingdom trainees. Last but not least, wrapping up this episode is Yuno staring off, just so Yuno-like, like not a care in the world. And in the back is Creeper Langris, who seems possibly next episode is calling out or wanting to train with Yuno. We've seen his character change a tad bit in his interactions with Finral, but still, he's got a lot of work to make up. I mean, he's done some pretty shitty shit with these characters. But it looks like episode 154 is going to be all about Vice Captain Langris, and you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Anyways, like I said, today's episode was badass. We not only got to see Kamina Gold with the King and Seke, we finally get the candidates for the Heart Kingdom training under the Spirit Guardians, and that nice little, you know, flamey boy step up. I gotta say, I'm so proud of Leopold and Magna acknowledging their weaknesses, yet still determined to improve on their character. Where do we go from here? Like I said, we gotta start training. We gotta start fucking training. Like Julius said in today's episode, the war is inching ever closer. Before you know it, it'll be upon us. So with all that being said and more Black Clover next week, I honestly cannot wait for future episodes.